Welcome to a journey through time, exploring how American architecture evolved from colonial roots to futuristic skylines. Our story begins with the early European settlers who brought their architectural traditions with them to the New World. In the 1600s, the English colonies began to take shape, and as settlers from other nations arrived, they created communities that reflected their cultural heritages. In New England, we see charming wooden homes with steep roofs and dormer windows. The Romantic and Revival styles of the era drew heavily from historical European traditions, but adapted them to local conditions. During the Victorian age, there was a proliferation of architectural styles, ranging from Italianate to Queen Anne. These homes were often characterized by their colorful palettes, intricate decorations, and playful details. Inspired by French academic art, this style was prominent in libraries, train stations, and government buildings. The New York Public Library and the Boston Public Library are prime examples of Beaux-Arts architecture in the United States. The influence of this style contributed to the civic grandeur of American cities. This style broke the rules, reintroduced color, and celebrated historical references. Architects like Michael Graves and Charles Moore breathed new life into public spaces with playful designs that challenged conventional aesthetics. Think of ornate wood carvings, stained glass windows, and whimsical towers. Green and sustainable design, smart buildings, and mixed-use urban spaces are shaping the cities of tomorrow. Architects are incorporating eco-friendly materials, maximizing energy efficiency, and creating spaces that promote community and urban agriculture. This era saw the construction of some of America's most Instagram-worthy homes. As our cities evolve, so will the stories that unfold within their walls. Greek Revival architecture, with its emphasis on classical orders and symmetry, became popular in the United States after the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, as it symbolized democracy and antiquity. After the Great Chicago Fire of 1871, architects like Louis Sullivan and William LeBaron Jenney pioneered the use of steel frames in tall buildings. This innovation allowed for the construction of skyscrapers, a defining feature of the modern cityscape. The Prairie School, championed by architect Frank Lloyd Wright, emphasized harmony with nature and the use of low horizontal lines, open floor plans, and natural materials. Wright's Falling Water and the Roby House epitomized this organic approach to design. Sullivan's Auditorium Building and the Home Insurance Building, the first skyscraper, exemplified this new form of construction. Art Deco, with its emphasis on geometry, bold colors, and luxurious materials, left an indelible mark on iconic structures like the Chrysler Building. At the same time, modernism challenged conventional design norms, advocating for clean lines, functionality, and the idea that form follows function. This movement led to the construction of glass and steel skyscrapers that redefined urban skylines. Ludwig Mies van der Rohe's "Less is more" became a mantra of this era. This style is evident in buildings such as the old state capitol in Illinois, which resembles a Greek temple. Meanwhile, Gothic Revival swept through churches and homes, introducing pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and dramatic spires. These elements were associated with medieval Europe and evoked a sense of awe and wonder. These houses may seem quaint today, but they were designed with the harsh climate in mind, with thick walls to keep out the cold and the snow. Further south, in the arid climate of the American Southwest, Spanish colonial buildings emerged. Adobe, a mixture of clay and sand, was used to create thick walls that could withstand the heat and provide natural insulation. These structures often featured cool courtyards with fountains and lush gardens, offering a respite from the blazing sun. As the 1700s progressed, the colonies began to embrace their newfound independence and forge a new national identity. During this period, known as the Federal Era, architectural tastes shifted towards symmetry, balance, and elegance. Georgian-style homes were in vogue, often constructed from red brick with white trimmings and featuring Palladian windows. These homes were not only beautiful, but also highly functional, with rooms arranged for optimal social interaction. Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers, designed his own home, Monticello, which showcased Romanesque influences with its grand scale and classical details. In the early 1800s, America's identity was still being shaped, and the country's diverse landscapes inspired a range of architectural responses. The mid-1800s marked a turning point in American history, with the nation expanding westward, and industrialization transforming cities. But as cities grew, so did their aspirations for monumental structures that could rival those in Europe. During this period, a new style emerged, Beaux-Arts, which celebrated classical traditions through grand and often opulent structures. But amidst this fascination with European influences, a distinctly American style began to take root. The 20th century ushered in an era of bold experimentation in architecture. In the latter half of the 20th century, postmodernism emerged as a reaction against the austerity of modernism. Today's American architecture continues to push boundaries, from the earliest colonial cottages to the soaring skyscrapers of today. American architecture reflects the nation's spirit of innovation, diversity, and progress.